An instruction for the unveiling. Apocalypse chapter 12. Signs of the past, the present, and the near future. A great and miraculous indicating sign of the time appeared in the starry heavens. There was a woman dressed in alignment with the sun, and the moon was positioned below her feet. And she had a garland of 12 stars placed upon her head. And the woman's womb was with child, the king's planet, Jupiter. The woman cried out because she was feeling the waves of pain, the birth pangs which are necessary for giving birth to her child. Then another miraculous indicating sign of the time was visible in the starry heavens. And when I looked, in amazement, I saw a great fiery red dragon, who is Satanas. And he had 7 heads in place as rulers, and he had 10 horns as symbols of strength and power, and each of the 7 ruling heads had their own crown, like the ones given to emperors and kings. And the tail of the dragon dragged away 1/3 of the stars in heaven, and he threw them down to the earth. Then the dragon planted himself in the eye of the woman before her presence, as she was about to give birth, so that when her child was born, he could eat up the child, consuming him entirely. And she gave birth to a descendant, a male child, who is going to shepherd and rule all the nations with an iron staff. Then the woman's child was seized up suddenly into the presence of Yahweh before his throne of ruling power. Then the woman escaped to safety by flight into the uncultivated, desolate wasteland of the wilderness, where a place was prepared for her by Yahweh in order for her to be spiritually nourished and developed and fed for 1,260 days. And there was a battle throughout the heavens. The archangel Michael and his angels fought against the dragon Satanas, and the dragon fought back along with his fallen angels. But Satanas did not have enough power or strength, and he no longer could find, after diligently searching, his place, his seat for him and for his wicked angels any longer within heaven. Then that great and terrible dragon, Satanas, the ancient snake, who is also called Diabolos, the slanderer, the false accuser, the devil, the one who led the whole inhabited world into error through his deceptions, was cast out of heaven down to the earth, along with all of his fallen angels, and they were all thrown down. Then I heard many voices shouting in heaven, saying, "Now the time has come of deliverance and rescue, and miraculous power, strength, and ability, and the kingdom of our Yahweh, and the ruling authority of his Son, Yeshua. Because the false accuser of our brothers have been cast down, the one who accuses them before Yahweh all day and night. And our brothers have been victorious and overcome him and his accusations, because of the shed blood of the Lamb, and because of their outward expression of the word and their testimony and witness through their character. And they have not loved their life or been afraid of death. Because of this, cheer and be glad, O heavens, and all who live in the heavens. Woe, calamity comes to the land and to the waters, because the false accuser, the adversary, has been thrown down to you, and he is filled with great, passionate fury and wrath, and he knows and never forgets that he only has a short season of time left. And when I saw the dragon cast down to the earth, he flew after the woman who had given birth to the male child, aggressively intending to persecute her. But the woman was given 2 wings of the great eagle, so that she could fly to the desolate wilderness, to her prepared place, where she would be spiritually nourished and provided for a time and times and a half of a time, where she would be out of the presence of the dragon. Then powerful streams of water rushed forth out of the mouth of the dragon, so that he may cause the woman to be swept away by its floods. But the land came to the aid of the woman, and the land opened up its mouth and drank up the powerful streams of water that the dragon had cast from out of his mouth. And the dragon was provoked to extreme anger with the woman, and so he left to construct war and strife with all the rest of her descendants, those observing and practicing Yahweh's commandments and holding firmly to the testimony and character of Yeshua. And the dragon stood on the sandy ground of the seashore of the earth.